I read this quote from Marvel, and it says, "People who make no noise are dangerous." Now, I'd have to say I disagree, because, yeah, maybe sometimes people who don't make noise are dangerous, but I think I would agree more if it says something along the lines, people who make no noise are intriguing or interesting. And the reason for that is, I would say, like, up until the last maybe like 2 years, I was that kind of person who really didn't make no noise. I was reserved, stay in the background, and I wouldn't say that. I guess for sometimes I would think maybe I'm too boring, maybe just like I'm not that great of a person. But I guess when I look back, when I was being quiet and being reserved, I was just, I don't know, I guess I'm just more of like a people watcher, and like, I don't know, I guess I contemplate about a lot of things. So the reason why I would agree with the quote more if it said people who make no noise are intriguing or interesting is because those people who don't make noise usually are the ones who have a lot to say, but no one ever gives them that voice or that opportunity. So that's why I don't agree with Marvel's quote. Let's see. So I think people are intriguing who don't make a lot of noise because when they do speak up, they usually have some compelling statement or something or other. And yeah, and let's see what else. So, and another reason why I think they're interesting usually is because I was not ready for this quote, but let's see. I don't want to end it like this. Wow. All right, that's all I have.
Don't put it back.
Oh, no.
Nope.
Crying out the door.
I was trying to get rid of the awkwardness.
Yeah.
What happened?
You did really good. I thought you had it.
Yeah, I thought I had it too.
Feels like
That sounds like a good quote.
I
would have had to agree with it.
Well, I think it's open to interpretation.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I like about it. Like, you can like see how you want to know someone's mind is.
I feel like
More hotel, you know.
But in the middle of the center.
yeah.
Sorry, middle of there from the first
Right, basically you're using the quote as your attention device. You do have a good, clear point of view. I think that's fine. You need a preview and you need a structure. You've got your own personal example that you're using, and I think you do a good job when you talk about that, but you haven't figured out where you're going to go after that, and once you get to that, at the end of that point, then you're kind of stuck, and that's when you start to flounder. The first minute and a half, I think you're doing a pretty solid job, and then after that, it's, oh, now what am I doing, and everything sort of crumbles down a little bit. I think it's low-key, and you could use a little bit more energy. Like I said, it was smooth in the first part of the speech, and then when you got to the latter part, it was problematic. You did look uncertain the whole time about where to put your hands and how to gesture or indicate. You just never seem quite comfortable there, and that's where I think any anxiety comes out. The nervousness crosses your face again in that last half minute of the presentation. Otherwise, you do a pretty good job looking at the audience and directing your attention toward us. When you put the quote down on the table, you do keep coming back to it a couple of times, and it's not going to change any from what you read last time, so I'm not sure why you're doing that. At the end you get stuck. You missed my little admonition to the previous speaker. When you get stuck at the end, the easiest thing to do is just come back to the quote, remind us of what's your point of view, and end gracefully that way instead of just bailing out, which is sort of what you do there at the end. All right. Thank you.